Hi guys, welcome to my channel and I hope you are doing good today because I'm about to share with you how to make this easy bra pattern. Yes, it is beginner friendly if you follow this tutorial step by step. But before we waste any time, please make sure that you give this tutorial a good thumbs up. Okay guys, so the measurement that we are going to need is quarter of our bust round measurement, and mine is 8.5 inches. So we are going to mark, or I am going to mark a square of around 8.5 inch by 8.5 inch. Then once I am done, I am going to find the midpoint of that square, which is 4.2 inches, and I am going to create 4 equal parts on that square. So guys, we're going to start by creating the upper cup. So at the bottom, we are going to mark going in by 1 centimeters. And then right on top, we're going to go down by 1 centimeter also. Then what we want to do is we want to also divide the square at the bottom by 2, which is going to be 2.2 inches. And then I want to extend the line all the way up to the point that I've marked, which is right on top, and create or join the 2 points together. So the next thing at the bottom, we also need to join the 2 points together, and we are done creating the upper cup. Now for the bottom cup, it's also easy. We need to go up to this top square and divide the square into 4 equal parts. And then once we are done doing so, on the center point, you need to connect it all the way to the bottom line. And I am going to be using a curved ruler, and make sure that your line is not straight when you do so. Now again, from the center point, you want to also connect it all the way to the black line as shown on the screen. So now this is the bottom cup. Easy, right? If you're enjoying this tutorial so far, make sure that you give it a good thumbs up. Now moving on to creating the band, we need to find quarter of a bust round measurement, and I am going to subtract half of an inch because the band is going to be cut on a stretch material. And the width of the band is going to be 2 inches. Now once we are done drafting our pattern, I am going to go ahead and cut it out and add my seam allowance of around 0.5 inch seam allowance. So once you are done, this is how our pieces would look, the upper cup, the bottom cup, and it's so easy. So the next thing that is left for us is to sew this pattern out. So I went ahead and I cut out the bottom cup on a non-stretch material. And you can also do the same thing for the upper cup, cut it on a non-stretch, but for the lace, it's a stretch material. As for the band, it has to be stretch fabric. So I took the upper cup and the lower cup, placed them right sides facing, and go ahead and sew a 0.5 seam allowance. And this is how it will look once we are done. So I went ahead and pushed the seam on the bottom cup and sew a top zigzag stitch. Now the next thing that is left for us is to attach the elastic on the cup, and I am going to just place the elastic before the scallop edge. So I'm going to just cut out the elastic, and make sure when you sew this elastic, we are not going to pull it. So once we are done, guys, attaching the elastic, this is how it will look. We want to also sew the cups together. So right on the center, I am going to go ahead and make sure that the 2 cups are right sides facing, and go ahead and sew a 0.5 seam allowance. Now once we are done, it's time for us to also attach the band right sides facing, and sew a 0.5 seam allowance. And this is how it looks, guys, once we are done sewing the band together with the cup. Okay guys, so this is how our bra turned out. The next thing is to attach the elastic right at the bottom. So I'm using a simple elastic and I'm going to place it on the inside of the bra. And make sure when you do sew the elastic, you pull it just enough so that it can sit comfortably around your bust. So this is how it looks once we have sewn with the zigzag stitch. And as you can see here, I'm cutting out some excess fabric. So once we are done cutting out this excess material, we are going to go ahead and flip the elastic in and then do another top zigzag stitch. So guys, this is how our bra looks so far. I did attach the elastic around the armhole using the same method as I did for the bottom. So the next thing that is left is for us to attach the straps, and I'll show you once it's done. And there we go, guys. I really love how this bra turned out, and the comfort, guys, it's so nice. It's out of this world. I know I say that with all the bras that I make, but this one, guys, I hope you will enjoy making this project as much as I did. But as for me right now, see you on the next one.